Deep within the eucalyptus forests of Canara, a hidden world thrives, often unseen by human eyes. Ancient trees tower above, sheltering a complex ecosystem where every species plays a vital role. From nocturnal marsupials to vibrant birds, the forest is alive with movement, sound, and subtle patterns that reveal its secrets. Today, we explore these rhythms, uncovering how wildlife interacts with the land and each other. Join us as we trace animal paths, decode signs of life, and witness the delicate balance that sustains this remarkable habitat. The sun rose over the dense Canara Forest, spreading soft light across the towering eucalyptus trees. Mist lingered between the trunks, giving the forest an almost otherworldly feel. The morning air carried the rich scent of damp earth and native flora, and every rustle hinted at the life hidden within the undergrowth. Today was not just a walk. It was a mission to understand the balance of this ecosystem, to see firsthand how humans and wildlife interact in a delicate dance. Before we set off, take a moment to hit like and subscribe so you can join our journey through some of the most fascinating natural environments on Earth. Your support helps us explore and share these stories every week. Our path led deeper into the forest, where tracks in the soil told stories of animals passing through during the night. Small creatures scurried away as our steps approached, and the occasional call of native birds echoed between the trunks. The forest was alive with quiet energy, and every movement demanded our attention. Following these subtle signs, we hoped to catch a glimpse of the larger inhabitants, whose presence shapes the environment around them. As we navigated through thick foliage and uneven terrain, it became clear how interconnected every species is. Fallen branches provided shelter for insects, while larger mammals relied on dense undergrowth for cover and food. Observing this balance, one could see the impact of invasive species on local flora and fauna, and the importance of conservation efforts in maintaining harmony. The rustle of leaves above hinted at a possum or a small marsupial moving through the canopy, reminding us that even the quietest corners of the forest are full of life. Midway through our trek, a sudden flash of movement caught our eye. A wild wallaby, carefully watching us from behind a cluster of ferns. Its eyes reflected both curiosity and caution. These moments highlight the importance of patience and observation when exploring natural habitats. Every step, every careful adjustment of our position, allowed us to witness the forest's inhabitants without disturbing their routine. It's a silent communication between humans and nature, an understanding that both parties benefit when mutual respect is maintained. If you're enjoying this journey, consider sharing this video with friends who love wildlife and nature. Following along ensures that more people can appreciate the quiet power and beauty of our forests. Further along, the terrain opened into a clearing where sunlight filtered through the canopy in golden beams. Here, native grasses swayed in the wind, and a small creek sparkled as it meandered over smooth stones. Evidence of animals was abundant. Hoof prints in the soft mud, broken branches, and scattered leaves indicating feeding areas. Even the birds seemed more animated, their calls forming a symphony that punctuated the gentle sounds of flowing water. Observing these patterns, we could see how each species contributes to the overall health of the ecosystem. Suddenly, the sound of distant activity reminded us that the forest is never truly silent. A family of wild pigs had been spotted by local rangers earlier in the week, and understanding their movement was crucial for preserving both the native species and human agriculture nearby. Rather than focusing on confrontation, the goal here was observation and documentation. Tracking animal movements, learning from their behavior, and recording these insights for ongoing research. As the day wore on, the light shifted, casting long shadows that danced among the tree trunks, our cameras captured fleeting glimpses of creatures going about their daily routines. Kangaroos grazing cautiously, a family of echidnas foraging, and the occasional flight of a crimson rosella bursting with vibrant color. These are the moments that make forest exploration so rewarding, quiet, unassuming, yet brimming with life and stories waiting to be told. Engagement with the environment wasn't limited to observation alone. Each step required strategic thinking, from choosing paths that minimize disturbance to using natural features as vantage points for studying wildlife. The canopy above shifted in color as afternoon approached, a subtle reminder that time in the forest is fluid, dictated by light, weather, and the rhythms of the creatures within. Every decision carried weight, and every sound became a clue to the rich tapestry of life surrounding us. As the day neared its end, we reached a small ridge overlooking the valley below. Here, the forest stretched endlessly, a patchwork of green, gold, and brown. The view offered a unique perspective on how interconnected habitats are, water sources feeding the soil, which nourished the trees, which sheltered the wildlife. Understanding these connections is key to effective conservation strategies, and a reminder of the responsibility humans bear in protecting these fragile systems. Towards sunset, the forest transformed once again. Shadows deepened, nocturnal creatures began to stir, and the air carried the scent of damp moss and decomposing leaves. Observing from a distance, we could see the subtle patterns of life, continuing a small band of wallabies, hopping carefully among the ferns, insects beginning their evening chorus, and birds settling into branches for the night. Each action, each subtle movement, was part of a continuous cycle that has played out for millennia. Before leaving, we took a moment to reflect on what we had witnessed, the importance of patience, observation, and respect for the natural world. The forest, challenging to navigate, offered lessons in resilience, adaptability, and interdependence. Protecting these areas, supporting research, and understanding the delicate balance between human activity and wildlife is a mission that requires vigilance and care. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you can follow more of our explorations into untouched natural spaces. By joining, you're supporting efforts to document and share the world's most fascinating ecosystems while keeping these stories accessible for everyone. As night fell, we quietly retraced our steps through the eucalyptus-scented pathways, leaving minimal impact on the environment. The distant call of a night bird reminded us that the forest never truly sleeps, and our role as visitors is to tread lightly, observe carefully, and respect the life that thrives within. Every journey leaves an impression, both on those who explore and on the ecosystems they visit. Finally, standing at the forest's edge, we paused to take in the sweeping panorama. Light fading into twilight, the eucalyptus trees formed a silhouette against the deepening sky. The sounds of the forest shifted from daytime bustle to a nocturnal symphony, reminding us that life continues, delicate but persistent. Our mission was complete, not in conquest or capture, but in understanding, observation, and appreciation of the natural world. If you've enjoyed this exploration, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Each interaction helps us continue these journeys, bringing untouched landscapes and remarkable wildlife into the homes of viewers worldwide. Your support ensures that these stories of nature's resilience and beauty reach a wider audience, inspiring respect, care, and curiosity. The forest now quieted under a blanket of stars, the mist rising again between the trunks, as if the land itself was exiling. Tomorrow will bring another adventure, another chance to witness the cycles of life that sustain this extraordinary ecosystem. And as long as we continue to approach these journeys with care, every step will honor the balance of life that makes places like the Canara Forest unforgettable.